Las Vegas. The name itself is a promise of dazzling lights, exhilarating risks, and an escape from the ordinary. For generations, it was America's neon-drenched playground, a desert oasis where fantasy became reality. The roar of the crowds, the endless ringing of slot machines, the electric hum of pure, unfiltered excitement. That was the city's heartbeat. Millions flocked here, not just for the gambling, but for the feeling that for one weekend, the rules didn't apply. But that heartbeat is growing faint. The constant roar has softened to a whisper. The once impenetrable crowds on the Strip now have space between them, and the city's vibrant soul feels different. This isn't just a slow season. It's a fundamental shift, a quiet exodus that has regulars and first-timers alike asking the same unsettling question. What happened to Las Vegas? We are about to peel back the curtain on Sin City's biggest secret. And trust me, the answer is more shocking than you think. If you've ever been to Vegas or are just fascinated by its incredible story, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We do deep dives like this every week, and your support is what makes these investigations possible. Now, let's find out why America's favorite party town is losing its magic. The first crack in the facade is the most obvious sticker shock. A trip to Vegas used to be the definition of an affordable getaway. Now, it's a wallet-draining experience. From the moment you book your flight, the costs start piling up. Hotel rooms, once offered at a loss to get you in the door, have skyrocketed. And then come the infamous resort fees, a mandatory daily charge for amenities you may never use, turning a good deal into a financial trap. It doesn't stop there. That legendary $10 buffet, it's now a $50 or $60 affair, if you can even find one. The city that built its empire on incredible value now feels like it's nickel and dimming you at every turn. From paid parking at nearly every resort to overpriced drinks that were once generously free for players, this assault on value has fundamentally changed the visitor experience. The old Vegas strategy was simple. Make people feel like winners, even when they were losing. The city felt generous. It created a sense of hospitality where everyone from the high roller to the person playing penny slots felt valued. That feeling is gone. Today, the experience feels transactional. Blackjack tables that once paid 3 to 2 now often pay a less favorable 6 to 5. A subtle but significant shift in the casino's favor. The friendly, welcoming atmosphere has been replaced by a colder corporate focus on maximizing revenue per guest. Visitors no longer feel like cherished guests. They feel like walking ATMs, and that is a poison to the brand. Beyond the cost, the very identity of Las Vegas is in crisis. The city is aggressively pivoting away from its mass market roots towards a new model of high-end luxury, sports, and exclusive events. The arrival of the NFL, the NHL, and the spectacle of Formula One has brought in a wealthier demographic willing to pay premium prices for everything. But this high-stakes gamble comes at a cost. In chasing the whales, Vegas is alienating the minnows who formed its foundation for decades. The traditional middle-class tourist, the backbone of the city's economy, is now being priced out and pushed aside. The entertainment landscape reflects this shift. Long-running iconic production shows are closing, replaced by shorter, more expensive residencies from current pop stars and DJs. Vegas is becoming less of a unique entertainment destination, and more of just another stop on a global concert tour, losing its unique cultural identity in the process. This new Vegas is also losing its most treasured quality, spontaneity. You used to be able to decide on a whim to head to Vegas for the weekend. You could wander the Strip without a plan, letting the night guide you. That free-willing spirit is dead. Today, a trip requires meticulous planning and a hefty budget. Major events now gridlock the city, making it chaotic and impossibly expensive for anyone not attending them. The magic of a spur-of-the-moment escape has been lost in a sea of advanced bookings and strategic financial planning. It's no longer about carefree fun, it's about managed, monetized experiences. The final and perhaps most damaging change is the fading sense of hospitality. Listen to the stories from longtime visitors, and you'll hear a chorus of disappointment. They talk about rushed, indifferent service and a feeling that they're no longer welcome unless they have deep pockets. When high prices are met with poor service, the magic completely evaporates. The real problem is the widening gap between what Vegas promises and what it now delivers. It still sells the dream of excitement and escapism, but the reality for many is stress, frustration, and the bitter taste of being ripped off. So, is the Las Vegas exodus real? The data and the stories all point to a resounding yes. The city is at a critical crossroads. It can continue down this path of exclusivity, becoming a playground only for the rich, or it can remember the formula that made it a global phenomenon. The promise of unparalleled fun, value, and a warm welcome for everyone. Reclaiming that spirit is the only way for Las Vegas to stop the exodus and ensure that its legendary lights never truly fade away.